If you're in B2B sales, you might already know this, that deals don't get lost because of bad products. They get lost because of missed follow-ups. And the problem is, once say your pipeline grows, it's almost impossible to keep a track of who to follow up with, when to follow up, and what to say. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to build a simple AI-powered assistant using Zapier that gives you deal-level insights and clear action items. Think of it like a system that watches your pipeline 24/7 and tells you, hey, this deal is going good, here's exactly what you should say. So let's quickly build it. Now, here's how the workflow looks like on Zapier. Now, Zapier, when we actually log onto it, it gives us multiple options, either to build workflows or chatbots or AI engines as well. What we have done is we have built a workflow over here and we are calling it the deal nudge engine. Where what we are doing is we are starting with integrating a CRM, let's say HubSpot over here, to fetch the data. So whenever say a deal is created or updated, the workflow kicks in and we are able to pull key details like the name, the stage, the last activity date, say any notes from the last conversation. So these are certain data points that we are able to get from it. Next, what we are doing is we are adding a filter. Now we only want to track deals that are still open. So anything that's closed won or closed lost gets ignored. The objective of doing this is to ensure that this assistant is focused towards helping in terms of those accounts where there is a chance of failure. Now comes the core logic, wherein what we are doing is we are adding a delay. Let's say we are keeping a delay of 3 days after the last activity. After that, what happens is Zapier checks that this particular activity has been done, and if there is anything that is supposed to be done, then it moves further. So over here, what happens is, and the next step, we are adding the different paths. So we are categorizing this risk. So how are we categorizing it? It is one, by say if there has been inactivity for 3 to 6 days, then a gentle nudge needs to be sent to the SDR. If it's between 7 to 13 days, then a strong follow-up. And if it is beyond 14 days, then the deal is at risk. So this primarily gives us context that we don't need to follow up with everyone and sound the same, or we don't need to follow up with all the leads in the same manner, because every deal requires certain amount of different action to be taken. For some, say if we talk about that being in the negotiation phase, then we would need to frame our follow-ups or the way we are talking to the client in a different manner. If it is say in a stage where negotiation has happened, you have submitted the proposal and everything is done, but still the client has not gotten back to you, so how do you approach that? So all of these things get classified. Now the most interesting part that we have done, once say we have split into different parts, is we are using OpenAI inside Zapier to generate follow-up messages and send notifications to the SDR team. So as you can see over here, what we have done is we have given a particular prompt to the agent that one, it should have the input fields in terms of say the deal information, the deal activity as in what is the stage at which it is, the revenue, just in case if you want to highlight the opportunity that we are missing out on over here. And then we have a simple prompt that actually tells us that one, that agent needs to act as a B2B sales assistant, and based on say the deal level details, it needs to write a short natural follow-up. So this is for say the path A, wherein we want to do a nudge. And the instructions that we are giving over here is to ensure that it's a very simple short follow, and it has a very soft call to action to ensure that the deal is still active. Then when I talk about say the next path, where we would want to highlight that no, this is important, this is very much important to do a very strong follow. So that's wherein we are highlighting one, that it needs to be direct and professional, and at the same time it needs to create that urgency as well without being pushy. So this is the tone that you would want to follow. Now, say if you follow a different tone or if you have a different process, you can also do that over here. And finally, we have part C, where what we are doing is that this deal is almost about to get cold and is at risk. So we want to raise this as an escalation to the salesperson, and at the same time we want to ensure that an immediate action is taken, like scheduling a call or say involving your manager over here at this point or not. So this is how we have bifurcated these three things. And then what we are doing is that we are sending all of this output, okay, over to Slack. Now, Slack is just one medium where teams ideally communicate internally, but you can either send an email notification as well or a Slack notification as well. So what can happen over here is, one, you get the deal level details, you get the risk level, and you get the suggested follow. So the output of that looks something like this, wherein if say it's a deal nudge, then this is one, it is highlighting the inactivity level, it's telling what needs to be done. It gives us the recommended follow-up message as well for that particular deal. If the deal is at risk, then it tells us exactly what needs to be escalated and what is needed from the team as well. So at this point, the manager also gets involved. So this is about how we have built a very simple yet effective deal nudge engine, or a follow-up engine that helps sales teams as an email assistant. And the most interesting thing about this workflow is, one, it is not generating more leads. What it's helping you is in terms of closing deals that you already have. And that's where most revenue is actually lost. So, so this is a simple AI powered deal nudge engine that we have built using Zapier. And it's quite easy to build, super practical, and something your sales team can actually use every single day. So if you found this useful, I can show you how to turn this into a full scale sales assistant. And at the same time, if you want me to build something more on these lines, let me know in the comments what you want to see next. And thank you so much for watching this video.